All right, so you spend a lot of time in loud venues, festivals, nightclubs, or maybe you're the king of house parties, just anywhere where by the end of the night your ears are going, and you want us to do something about it so that your fucking hearing isn't gone by the time you're like 35, you're walking around with like a giant Vegeta scouter on your ear, like, whenever you're trying to hear something. So, you're probably pre the Alpine party plug. You see that shit? You either have one, or if you're watching this video, you probably don't, and you want to see what it was about. Well, in this video, that's what we're going to be reviewing. So, let's begin. Okay, so Alpine party plug comes in a nice, neat, well-designed and high-quality feeling case. That goes for the packaging as well as the plastic case inside, which just pops out to the side like that. Here you've got the space for this free mini box that they're giving here. You slide that shit out. You've got your product inside. This, I believe, is to remove these from your ears or from the party plug, from the mini box, because I've actually had a harder time taking it out of the mini box than my ears. The ears, you just dig that in, unless you've got like fucking cigar fingers, in which case, do it your own way, I don't know. But for the most part, you just yank it out. Out of this mini box can be a bit trickier because your fingers might not actually fit that into it. Just to give a little comparison as to what you're dealing with, there's 1 penny and there's what the mini box is like. So it's about half the size, I'd say, if you can see that. So anyway, as for the product itself, it's kind of messy inside. So I've had to put them back in for the sake of this bullshit video. Thanks guys, like and subscribe. All right, so you bust that shit open like a wedding ring. And what do you got? All right, some headphones, some party plugs, and a remover. You basically bust those out, pop them in. You see it's 2 layers here. Well, the top part of this joust goes in your ear, and then the outside part gets a kind of cup on the outside of your ear. You can feel it go pop like that, pop when you put it in. So you'll put it in, just dash that shit inside. Everything kind of goes deaf. It feels like you're putting in the headphone. You can feel it expanding, and then it sort of goes. So that's like the larger part of that outside area that's now expanded. You pop the other side in. It's the same shit. All right. It didn't pop. This one never pops. Why? Not left-handed. All right. So yeah, it looks pretty incognito, especially with these. If you've got these front ear flaps here, can hide it quite nicely. Plus they're really small. I chose the clear ones. You can choose the black ones or the white ones, depending on your preference. I didn't really care. I just went for the clear ones because they look pretty tight. I like the color scheme and the color style. And that's basically what they look like in the ear. People genuinely won't tend to notice them unless you start fiddling with them, in which case they look at your ears and they see them. But for the most part, that's it. This thing helps you take it out. You can go ahead and do this, I think. Although I've never really tried that. Can you take it out like this? You can, but I wouldn't trust that because it's actually just fallen off now. Or maybe that's to put it in. You put it on this and then you put it in. I didn't think about it like that. Right. All right, so sweet. That's that part. And the last part of technicalities is obviously the mini box. You crack that shit open on the weird side because this side here looks like it's locked, doesn't it? But that's actually the side it opens on. Weird. And then you just pop them in like that. 1, 2. Shut that shit, you're good to go. You see? Pop in. Whack that in your pocket, zip it up. Hit the club, hit the venue, take it out, you're sorted. Now, in terms of quality, it's actually pretty good. So what happens from open to close? You grab them, you put them in, you can put them in pretty fast. I haven't been like haven't been caught out putting them in really. Nobody really cares. Nobody really sees. Everyone's just doing their own thing. You just turn away quickly. Kind of like you're lighting a cigarette. You just turn around, pop them in, and that's it. I've realized the only problem with this would be like maybe someone sees you trying to put them in and it kind of looks like you're doing drugs. Especially in this little fucking inconspicuous capsule here. Like, oh, what do you have in there? And if you get the white ones, yeah, you get the point. But yeah, you just grab them, pop them in. It'll make the pop. Typically, you have to just adjust them a little bit. And if you have sweaty palms, then you're fucked. How red are my hands right now? They're not usually this red. They look very orange. Probably because I just made some turmeric juice. Okay, so you just pop them in. And you'll sort of feel the music lose that sort of sharpness that it tends to have. That sort of, that just razor sharpness. It will be dulled, basically. That's literally the best way I can put it. It'll be there, but it'll be like you are listening to a house party from the front door. That's a very good way of putting it. That's pretty much what it's like. Except for those really loud venues, it's like boom, boom, boom. Volume is just, it's still loud. You can hear everything, like in terms of music and noise and all that shit. But it's just less on your ears. The only problem though, I guess, even though they work really well, it's tight, is when you're talking to people, it's like you're talking to someone in a fucking car from outside. It's like you're talking to someone in the car. Constantly having to pull that shit out like, huh, what's up? And then people can start asking questions like, what, and all this shit. But you probably work like behind a bar or at a festival or something, and that will sort you out. But talking to people is definitely an issue with this thing. Just deal with it, right? But that's it, pretty much, for the whole thing. It's pretty tight. I've had it for about 2 weeks now. $10.99 on Amazon, bought that shit. Works really well. I really like this case. It means I can bring it out with me without having to fuck around too much with my own sort of cases. And it's really small and perfect size because it just accommodates the two. If you had to get your own, they'd probably be selling something like this, which is quite annoying, and you could lose this. This came with the keyring, which was actually better than my keyring. So I just put my keys on there once and for all. All right, that's it. The only thing I'd say is washing it is annoying. Washing it is really easy. You just back it under the sink and then leave it to dry naturally, because if you use a cloth, you're fucked. Anyway, I hope you liked. If you did, you can drop a like, subscribe if you want for more, and peace.